It's Gary Wong from the Gary Wong Group, and today my team is going to introduce a few basic real estate investing terms that are often misunderstood. Understanding these terms is vital in your real estate investing journey. So let's get started. The first term I want to talk to you about is cash flow. You probably heard this term being thrown around in the real estate investing space: positive cash flow, negative cash flow, and so forth. I'm going to simplify this term for you. Imagine you have a rental property and your mortgage is $1,000 a month. That's $1,000 coming out of your wallet. Then you rent it out to a tenant who pays you $1,500 a month. That's $1,500 going into your wallet. The net result, plus $1,500 minus $1,000 equals plus $500. That's what we call positive cash flow. However, your tenant suddenly gets laid off, and you try to work something out with the tenant because he's been a really good tenant. So you charge him $500 a month for the next few months or until he finds another job. So in this case, that's minus $1,000 that comes out of your wallet for the mortgage, plus $500 that goes into your wallet from the rent. Net result, minus $500, or what we can call negative cash flow. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Gary, what about the expenses? That's right. Different people have different ways of calculating positive cash flow. Some say the money going into your wallet is the rent, but the money coming out of your wallet isn't just the mortgage. They say, what about strata fees? What about property taxes? What about insurance? Or what about property management fees? So every investor has to decide on what their definition is based on the expenses they take into consideration. So why is this important? You gotta know your numbers. You don't necessarily have to spreadsheet everything when you first start, but you wanna know whether you're making money or losing money, right? You wanna know whether more money is going into your wallet or more money is coming out of your wallet. In future videos, I'll be covering concepts such as return on investment, cash on cash plus equity, and so forth.
My name is Alina He from Gary Wong Group. I'm going to talk about asset appreciation. If you bought a car for 20 grand in 2010, what would it be worth in 2020? Would it be worth 20 grand? I don't think so. It might be worth 10 grand or 8,000. It's decreased value over time, so it's definitely depreciation. And then what is appreciation? And you're right, it's opposite with depreciation. It's your asset that increased the value over time. When my asset increased the value, what a nice dream! Dream house, dream life, yes. Asset appreciation helps you build up your wealth. Then you may have a question, what is appreciating assets? Here are some examples. Your collections, such as a piece of art, like this one, or your saving accounts. Even you got a ridiculous low rate, but technically it's still an appreciating asset. Stocks, taking a part of ownership in the company. As the company earns more and more money, your shares goes up in price. But today, let's talk about real estate. Let's say, if you bought an older apartment for $300K in 2010 and you want to sell it today, how much would you like to sell? Is it gonna be lower 300K? Most likely no. You may sell for 400K or 450. It really depends on the unit condition, the potential redevelopment, and also the location, and so on. When you invest in asset appreciation, you can't see the money immediately. In fact, sometimes you may lose some money in the short term, and you start questioning yourself, did I make a mistake? But what are you looking for? You are looking for your investment to go up in value over time. And that is the asset appreciation. Hey, it looks like I created a lot of topics today. Please put in comment if you want to learn more specific topics. And thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Tim Zhang, and I am with the Gary Wong Group. I want to share with you a concept for a lot of real estate investors, as well as homeowners or prospective future homeowners, should understand. And that concept is equity. Imagine you buy a house, right, for $1 million. Guess what? You didn't spend $1 million to buy that house. Let's say if you put down like 10%, right, which would be $100,000. You only spent $100,000 to own a $1 million property. Every time you pay your mortgage, you owe the bank less money. Let's say you have $2,000 a month to pay for your mortgage. A portion of that goes into interest. The rest of that is called principal. And what principal does is that actually reduces the dollar amount that you owe to the bank in terms of your actual house, how much money that you borrowed. So over time, you're owing the bank less and less and less money. What that means for you is that you are building up equity. And every time you're paying your mortgage, you're actually depositing money into your bank account. So every time you're making a deposit, boop, you're topping that bank account. Boop, you're topping it up, topping it up, topping it up. If you want to keep the house, then you can just hold on to it and not pay a mortgage anymore, or you can decide to sell it. If you sell it, you get all of that money back to you, essentially how much it's worth. But guess what? After 25, 30 years, your house is probably going to be worth more. And in Vancouver, I call this the magical land of appreciation because this city right here is beautiful. Show them how beautiful it is. Most people in Canada want to live because it's such a beautiful city. But guess what? There are not enough construction of new homes. There are not enough sellers selling their homes to put on the market for buyers that are able to buy. So with what limited housing options there are, people are fighting over what little homes there are available on the market. So over time, that's going to be worth more money. Prices go up because people are bidding on what limited inventory there is. After 25 or 30 years, not only do you get the money that you originally owed the bank back to you, you get more. Much for joining us today. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It would really help us out. And if you want to learn more about real estate, keep an eye out for our videos where we talk about all things real estate that applies to you and everywhere else in the world. See you soon.